I guess it had to be encouraging in a game like that to see your guys after that long touchdown run to kind of keep it together and be able to get stops when they needed them in key spots in the game.
Well, I thought they responded well to some adversity, and like I said, the very first play of the second half, and then you know, another drive, but then coming back out and getting the stop there at the 3 and out at the end of the game. But overall we're just sloppy in our execution. But I was pleased with the way that they hung together and they played with some enthusiasm and some energy. But our level of execution has to improve quickly.
On the long TD run, it seemed like they got locked. Their lineman locked you up pretty good on that play. Is that what you saw?
Yeah, we had a bust as far as a blitz lane. Our blitz lanes weren't good all day, so we had a bust there, and so we had a cavity, and then we missed some tackles, lost the ball because we lost some leverage and lost some of our depth. So, and then missed a tackle.
Their quarterback from Mercer ran the ball 10 times last week. So I guess it's going to be important to really keep your eyes in the right place with him.
Absolutely. And you have to account for him. He's a guy that they've got over 100 starts on their offensive line. He's the only quarterback in the history of the program. So he's got a lot of experience. They're very, very well coached. They're disciplined and they execute. And we got to get better.
I imagine you have to be kind of on your toes in terms of play calling this week because of the tempo and making sure everybody gets their signals and.
Yeah, communication's critical, but that's football now. That's college football, and that's the age that we're in. So we have to adapt, and so that's a big point of emphasis, so that we're all playing the same page. We're all playing the same call, and everybody's on the same page.
Could we see any changes in the rotations up front?
You might. I don't know. We'll see how the week goes.
What was your evaluation of the middle linebacker play and Brandt and Chase?
I think that it was good enough to win, but we got to get better, and that's what they're both working to do. I was pleased with the effort and the way they hung together, but we've got to get better.
What was your evaluation of the tackling?
Not good. Our tracking angles at times were poor, and we missed 2 sacks. Actually, missed 3 sacks.
Right.
And we've got to make those plays that we're in a position to make, especially when they're negative yardage or there's sacks or things like that. And the guys this week are cutback guys too, so the angles of pursuit are critical, and we got to do a great job tracking the near hip.
How did Terrell do playing his first full game?
He did fine.
How do you get better? I mean, when you're trying to get better as a tackling team, going, near hip, you said, just a lot of drilling and
yeah, a lot of drilling, a lot of teaching off the tape. We drill those in practice. We drill where we track the hip and we partner tackle, so that we talk about owning the hip, owning your leverage hip, so that if you own your hip, you're going to force it back to your partner or the rest of your team in pursuit if they're tracking properly. So we do all those types of things, and then mistakes happen. We made some mistakes, and we got to get those corrected.
Is it? I mean, not to make excuses. That's really what's going to happen in a first game.
That happens in every game. There's missed tackles in every game. Not to excuse it, but that's a fact. But at the same time, we don't accept it. We acknowledge it, but we got to get better.
You were down in the field. What prompted that?
Just felt like that I wanted to do it, so I did it.
Will you keep doing it?
Yep.
Okay. I mean, most of the time in your career, you've been on the field.
Correct. Yeah, and then 2013, we were playing Syracuse, and it was during warm-ups, and I said, I may go up today. So I said, Paul, what do you think? He said, whatever you want to do. So I did, and we shut him out. And I said, well, maybe I'll just stay up here. So there's really no rhyme or reason to it, but I wanted to be down to be able to be on the field.
That's the decision you made before the season started, or
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Who'd you guys have in the box?
We had Joe Speed, we had Kevin Reddy, and we had Rick Lister. So everybody's got a specific assignment
Sure.
of what you're assigned to watch, so that we understand on every play what happened, or if there was something good happened, why it happened, or if there was something bad that happened, or we made a mistake, that we understand what the mistake was, so when our players come over, we can get it corrected.
How's the communication aspect of it with the headsets, and did it work
The
okay?
first half was awesome. The first half was awesome. The second half, the headsets went out. So there was no communication in the second half. So they came down. So, but the first half was really good from an adjustment standpoint, as far as, and then, like I said, the second half, I think that the weather got to them, and, because it was nowadays everything's wireless. Well, we had the wires out, and I don't know what happened, but it worked out, I guess.
The 1983 game against Furman. What memories do you have of that game?
Not good.
Yeah.
We about done?
Thanks.